Hello there and welcome to the very first annual Minifigure Awards for this year, 2024, from the LEGO Star Wars theme. I'm your guest, Master Moldy, and today we have a very special lineup of the best minifigures released from this year. And let's get straight into it and not faff around like the Premier League's VAR. The first category we have today is for unexpected minifigures. These are minifigures that we just really couldn't have planned, no matter how many leaks we saw about the sets. And we'll get straight in with our third place, which is Darth Ray from the Infinity's Millennium Falcon that we saw in Rebuild the Galaxy. Really cool minifigure. Second place, we have Jedi Bob, a fan favorite we saw return this year, and I'm sure many of you probably have him sitting at home. And then for our winner, we have, again from the same Falcon that we saw our third place contestant Ray, we have Darth Jar Jar. So I'd like to welcome Darth Jar Jar for a few words.
These are going to hurt you, sir.
Okay, that's probably enough from them. All right, our second category, going straight in with the price fall category. These are minifigures that have seen a quite reasonable drop in price, and I think you all know who's probably going to win this category. But in third place, we have Sabine Wren. She was featured in the magazine that goes around Europe. Sorry to my American audience out there that are unable to pick these up. But Sabine was a solid minifigure, and the price might not have fallen too much, but it's nice to see minifigures staying quite cheap. Our second place is a very expensive minifigure, UCS C-3PO, featured in a few cheaper sets this year, and that's sure to knock the value in the aftermarket. But of course, the winner, you all know, is going to be Captain Rex. So I'd like to invite him for a few words onto the stage.
In my book, experience outranks everything.
Couldn't have said it better. Now, before we get into our third category, I would just like to thank the members that have joined the channel this year and remind you that if you want a place on the members board just behind me, there's only a few spots left and we're trying to fill it up for 2024. Next year, who knows what's possible. But now on to our third category. We're looking at the anniversary minifigures. This year was the 25th year of not only LEGO Star Wars, but also Phantom Menace. But someone seems to have forgotten about that. Anyway, we did get a load of anniversary minifigures. I couldn't give you the top three without giving an honorary mention to Cal Kestis. We would have preferred a LEGO set, but we'll take as many minifigures as we can get. Thankfully, the customs are working hard. In third place, we have Nine Num, who is personally my favorite out of the anniversary minifigures. So happy we finally got a 9, though it would have also been nice to get a Falcon with 9 in either last year or next year. In second place, we have Saw Gerrera, which was a minifigure that a lot of fans were not happy with. So I'm surprised to see it hit this list. But taking our first place, we do have Fives, and Fives has a few things they'd like to say.
The nightmares, they're finally over.
Very emotional words. I'm sure you all got your tissues at hand at home. But now on to category number 4, the worst minifigures. Now, these are by no means bad minifigures, but these are the minifigures perhaps we could have done without this year. And again, there's an honorary mention to the Luke Skywalker from the X-Wing mech. I'm sorry, but when they release this minifigure as a keyring, why would they put any other in the set? Anyway, our third place goes to, again, Cal Kestis, missing that poncho that is so iconic to the character. And given all the custom cloth pieces for the likes of Saw Gerrera and even the pauldron for ARC Trooper 5s, I don't know why Cal doesn't have his iconic poncho. In second place, we do have the Pilot B1 Battle Droid. It's a B1 with 2 arms. And you know what? I'm going to whack in the other B1 as well in the same slot. This is definitely on Bricklink's fault rather than LEGO's, because they're basically still B1 battle droids. And whilst we are on it, our worst minifigure of 2024 is the I'm not even gonna look. It's the Droideka from the Droideka set. That cost so much, and they couldn't do better than that. I know it looks like something LEGO put out 25 years ago, but they could have at least had an updated one besides it. So a few words from the droided cut. Not that we will understand them. But on to our next category, our army builder minifigures. These are minifigures that have come in sets, not exclusively battle packs, but we're definitely catering to those battle packs. We're talking the Mandalorian Ambush, the Clone Trooper, and Battle Droid battle pack, and those minifigures and the like. So in third place, we do have the Commando from the Mandalorian Ambush. Let's face it, it's the only reason we'd be picking up this set. I don't think the Mandos were as desirable once we found out they weren't Koska and Axe. In second place, we do have the shiny Phase 2 Clone Troopers. It's been a while. We did want these for so long, and is probably the reason you're picking up the Clone and Droid battle pack if you're not picking them up for the B2 battle droids. I think these are amazing, and again, we'll hear a few words in just a second. If you are a fan of army builders, it has been a good year, and we haven't seen too many Imperial battle packs or even First Order ones, but let's face it, LEGO aren't making First Order troopers anytime in the near future. So hopefully this does continue into next year. Now, I know there aren't any rumors for any sort of battle packs, but there are definitely a few looking towards the Ahsoka show here that we could be expecting later on towards the summer wave. So hopefully we do get a few battle packs, because I really do like collecting these minifigures. But let's hear some words from the B2 battle droid.
Let's go right away.
Well, I don't speak droid, so let's just hope that was called for air. But on to our next category, we have the funniest minifigures. There are a ton of minifigures we can whack into this category thanks to Rebuild the Galaxy, and actually all of these minifigures come from Rebuild the Galaxy. So starting us off, we have the Akbar Clone Trooper. Yes, we know it's a trap, but we'll move swiftly on to our next contestant, and we've got L3GO, or Lego, which being built out of Lego sounds a bit cannibalistic now that we think about it, but our winner of the funniest Lego Star Wars minifigure of 2024 is Dad Luke. In fact, this is the only Luke Skywalker costume I don't have in my collection, so I'll definitely be looking to pick up the Falcon in the new year. But let's have some words from Luke.
Let me see if I have this right.
Well, I'm pretty sure we've got that correct, so congratulations, Luke. And on to our next category, we have mock potential. I'm a big mock builder. Not that you'd know it, because all my mocks are behind camera, but I do like building the occasional mock. And for this category, we're looking at the minifigures that have the potential to be used as custom minifigures rather than turned into starships. And for third place, we have a minifigure that sequel fans will absolutely love. And it's because of their headpiece, of course. We're talking about the Bounty Hunter C-3PO. Those red eyes are definitely creepy, but very useful for a sequel trilogy mock. Now, the next minifigure is one that we're looking towards the torso and legs, and not only has a lot of detail for, well, a named character, but not a very popular minifigure. In fact, one introduced just for Rebuild the Galaxy. If you haven't guessed, we're talking about Darth Dev. Now, this minifigure can definitely be used for any number of custom Inquisitors, especially those from the Jedi game franchises that LEGO still won't give us sets on. But our winner from Rebuild the Galaxy, yet again, taking home the cake in loads of these categories, is the Infinities Vader, or White Darth Vader, or Nice Guy Darth Vader. They go by many a name, and this minifigure, well, is a white Darth Vader. We're not trying to make a ghostly Darth Vader. We're looking at the head of Darth Vader. How many times can I say Darth Vader in this segment? But Darth Vader's head can be used for a Force Ghost Anakin. Whilst not translucent, it can be combined with a few other Jedi robes to represent the original Force Ghost of Anakin Skywalker we see in Return of the Jedi. I'm afraid Vader isn't here to say any words, so I would just, on behalf of Vader, like to thank everyone at LEGO for designing such a really cool set, and I'm asking for you to please put it on the LEGO Insiders Weekend in 2025. So much like the Ghost this year, I can pick it up for real cheap in the middle of summer. Now, we're coming towards the end of the show. Only 3 more rounds to go here. And the next category is for updated minifigures. We're looking at minifigures that have existed, perhaps got a couple versions out there in the LEGO Star Wars catalogue, but has received an update for this year that has gone above and beyond. So Paz Vizsla will not be showing up in this list. First off, we've got Skiff Guard Lando. Whilst not a perfect minifigure, definitely from the waist down, there's a lot of improvement and perhaps some color correction on the torso. I think the helmet mainly makes this a great upgrade from the last, and it's also been a while since we've seen a Lando skiff. So getting the updated face and just the modern style of printing on that minifigure, I think was really cool to get in quite an overpriced set, but it's still a really good minifigure. Next up is Antilles. No, not Wedge Antilles, Captain Antilles from the Tantive boarding diorama. So I apologize for any miscommunication. But this minifigure is one that, again, we've got before in Lego, but this minifigure is just so much better than the old one. No offense to the old one. I'm sure a load of people still like the classics, but I'm very happy that I own this version. And last but not least, perhaps a surprise entry winning this category, we have Morgan Elsbeth from Ahsoka. We got an updated Morgan Elsbeth that perhaps we didn't need, but is definitely crucial for some mock building. And of course, the set that they do come in. It's a really cool minifigure. And because I'm looking at picking up this set, I'm not even going to attempt to pick up the original set they came in. But before we move on, let's hear a word from Elsbeth.
I seek power to destroy my enemies.
Oh, okay, we'll try not to get too political on this show and move straight on to the underrated minifigures. These are minifigures that not only the character themselves is underrated, but also the minifigure that Lego made. So we're kicking off this category with a minifigure like Nubs, who I'm still yet to pick up for my collection. This minifigure is a really, really cool one, and it's a shame that they didn't come in the original Jedi Temple on Tennu play set, but I'll definitely be trying to part this one out on Bricklink later on. The second minifigure is Servo, who is perhaps one of the best gonks that I have built, and the winner, the winner is Jod from Skeleton Crew. Well, we really do not know much about this character, but considering they are currently on the run from our security, I'm going to give the award to Servo, so we'll have a few words from Servo.
Scary, 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 scary!
It can be scary to accept an award, but I'm sure everyone at home agrees you were the right one to win this category. So thank you to Servo. Round of applause, everybody. And moving on to our final category, the best Lego Star Wars minifigure of 2024. Now, this is above all categories. This is the one that really matters. And to celebrate this, we actually have this minifigure head trophy that will be given to the winner of this category. So in third place, we do have Infinity's Vader, which is a very solid choice. It's a really cool minifigure. The only improvement, of course, can be those colored eyes we see with the actual Infinity's Vader. Second place, we have 9 Num. Again, another solid minifigure that the torso can be used for a Rebel Trooper. Very interesting that it didn't get any bonus points in the mock potential category. But the winner, the best minifigure from Lego Star Wars in 2024 goes to our Grand Admiral himself, Thrawn. I think the minifigure speaks for itself. So we'll let Thrawn have a couple words.
I will hold the rebels apart, peace.
Okay, I'm going to cut you off there again. We're not brave enough for politics on this network, but I will be giving this head to Thrawn, the winner of Best Lego Minifigure 2024. And if you do like this, please be sure to drop a like, because I'm not being paid to host this show, so I'd appreciate all the help that I can get. But if you do want to see this next year, comment your favorite Lego Star Wars minifigure, and perhaps we can open the votes to the public for 2025 with all the minifigures that Lego have in the works. Anyway, that is all. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. Let me know what you thought of the different style of video down in the comments, alongside your favorite minifigure, and may the bricks be with you always. And cut. Whew.